Oh, I don't know if I tried to swipe something and it just made me cut off, but I'll wait for you guys to come back. Maybe you'll come back. That did not work like I thought it would. Only gonna do like another half hour of this anyway. I'll do some trivia. I'll do some Halloween history trivia, serial killers. Um, who knows? Maybe my sister will pop on now or Chesco to back me up on some of those past live stories. Are people actually back? Good. Hello. Okay, well, I guess now this is going to be. Yeah, I didn't mean to end that. This will just be the rest of the questions. We'll do a little bit of trivia, and yes, Vlad invaded me. I have some cool shit I could kill Vlad with. This one's particularly pointy. It's got a cool rock in it. So where the fuck was I? So it was Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells of which main movie theme? The Amityville Horror, Rosemary's Baby, Don't Look Now, or The Exorcist? So it's a bell theme, like an orchestra. Which movie? The Amityville Horror, Rosemary's Baby, Don't Look Now, or The Exorcist? Take a guess. If you guess correct, I will ring the bell. And which my bell or my flashlight have not gone off once, which is good. It's right there. It's on the edge. So if you get that, you get a bell ding. That's it. I'm sorry. It's just a bell ding. Dragon Ranger wants a wand. I have some pretty cool ones. Um, can't afford one. I'll just give you one. This one I wouldn't just give you, but something like that with a stone in it. That's one of my newer ones. I have a ton. I have a whole bunch over there. Some other ones over here. The first one I made was probably my favorite one. I'm never going to sell. Yeah, if you guys really want wands, I will send you wands. Maybe I should. The winner of the next couple of questions, whoever gets the next 10 questions correct, gets a wand. Hey, this one? It's pretty cool. It's a long one. A knife? That's just straight up bone knife. And you can sharpen it and use it, actually. I don't have them that sharp, but you can sharpen them. Uh, Shark tooth knife's pretty cool. That one actually has a finger grip. Finger grip. I like this one, just the style. Stabby stab. I have like 6 more in the camper in my little woodworking shop. Yeah, yours is outside. I got the crystal in it, and Michael Birkin. I put the crystal in there, and I stuck it in good. You'll probably never get it out unless you really smash it. But it got a new coat of clear coat. You picked my most basic wand. That's just a basic wand. But now it has a crystal on the handle, so it has a little power. A little bit of power. I do actually. I could put power into the wand. It's just a joke. If I got some flash paper, I could make them shoot fire. Put a little hole in the tip and throw a fireball. Let's see. What don't expect free? That's a lot of time and money for shipping. Well, nah, I think like, it wouldn't be too much for shipping. The time. Uh, this I did all by hand, and this took 3 days because I didn't have any of my Dremel tools. So I literally carved this with my hands, like with just a Bowie knife. And then I actually did have a tool, drilled a small hole, and put this rock in it, which is an amethyst of some type, green amethyst. I don't really know the names of the fucking stones and all that, but yeah, it costs $5 to ship. Me and Michael Birkin are trading. He's giving me one. I'm gonna give him one. I'm not showing yours, Michael. Though I'll send you a picture, but no one else gets to see it. I do owe High Spirits. I owe one. That's another person on YouTube. He does some video games and stuff, and he's into paranormal. Check out High Spirits. So nobody guessing the card. I'm just gonna say it. It's The Exorcist. The Exorcist is the movie with the Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells. That's why that movie's so freaking creepy. I don't watch that one until actually near Halloween. I've probably already watched about 100 horror movies this year. We just watched Freddy Krueger 1 and 2. Ghost Pirate Entertainment will give you the best movie recommendations for new horror movies coming out and movies that are already out or a few past years. Some of them I've never seen, and I was like, damn, I got to catch up on my horror movies. Yeah, I restarted it.
I know.
Okay.
You've already been ratted out.
Okay, good. In 1973's The Exorcist, the highest rating R-rated movie horror film of all time until it was overtaken by which film? So, in 1973, The Exorcist was the highest grossing R-rated horror film of all time. What R-rated film overtook The Exorcist? Evil Dead 2, 1987. Scream 2, 1997. Paranormal Activity, 2007. Or It, 2017, the new It. So what movie overtook The Exorcist in sales? Evil Dead 2, Scream 2, Paranormal Activity, or It? Give you a moment. I'll give you a moment. I hope you heard that. Oh, you just watched the Leprechaun trilogy? Leprechaun is awesome. I actually like Leprechaun. That's up before you try and make one for free. Dragon Ranger, I'll send you one. Not that one. That one took me 3 days by hand. Some Dragon Ranger says Evil Dead 2. Spectre Whisperer says Paranormal Activity. PNC Paranormal says It movie. Just a guess. Anyone else want to guess? I will give you a little bit longer. So, what movie overtook The Exorcist in sales? Evil Dead 2, Scream 2, Paranormal Activity, or It? That's a hard one. I don't think I would have got this. Oh, it's Juliet Jaya D. Hi, Jaya. Jaya, hey ya. Um, so yeah, I'll give you another 30 seconds, and then I'm going to tell you the answer, and whoever got that gets a bell ring. I gotta get my bell ready. Hey there, beautiful. What you doing?
I'm waiting to see the answer. I want to see if I'm right.
Are you right? Alright. 5 seconds. See if anyone else answered. So, the winner of that is PNC Paranormal. It is It 2017 is the only movie to ever outdo The Exorcist. Were you wrong?
I was debating between C and D, but I
Yeah.
say more D.
No, that's not easy because I thought Paranormal Activity when I first read it. So PNC wins that one. Tales Told in the Dark. Hello. You're heading off to the beach, Jaya. It's the middle of the night for me, so. Tales Told in the Dark was one of my favorite books. Or wait, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Was my junior high book when I was in like 7th grade. That was the best book. But PNC won that. You win the ding. You win the ding. Raw-Side Paranormal. Yeah, I screwed up and shut my stream off, so no problem. I said I would only be doing a little bit more. I might even switch up. Okay, we're going from horror movies to Halloween history. Halloween history, here we go. Since it's October, which festival was responsible for the start of Halloween? Festival of Samhain, All Saints Day, the Gruesome Gala, the Day of the Dead. What festival was responsible for the start of Halloween? Festival of Samhain, All Saints Day, the Gruesome Gala, the Day of the Dead. I'll give you all a few moments. I hope you heard me. I don't want to mix cards with the horror. So you get about a minute, and then we'll see. I am smoking nothing. Alright, the flashlight does work. Pew, 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 pew. No, it's just a waste of my batteries now. I'm going to shut this off. let's put up a different device while we're doing. Alright, I'm going to come back in a second. I'm going to put up another device, but I will give you the answer in a second. The red backpack of stuffs. All my equipment is wrapped in a towel because I was on a beach during a storm. Let's set something up. Rolling pop. Oh, my camera. Regular K2. I put a new battery in it. A brand new battery for the REM pod. Do something. REM pod. Wire. S-Spooks. Okay. Let's see who won that. And then we'll turn on the REM pod. I see 6:50 a.m. in the Thailand. I'm not in Thailand. All Saints Day Rawside Paranormal. Michael Birkin, The Day of the Dead. Spectre Whispers, Sam Hain. Dragon Ranger, Sam Hain. Pronounced Samhain. Yeah. Dragon Ranger, and it's pronounced Samhain. Yes, I know. But Sam Hain was in here earlier, but Samhain. I'm pretty sure you guys know that, and it is. Where is it? The Festival of Samhain. Samhain. So, the first person to say that. Let's see. Spectral Whispers! Spectral Whispers, got it. Sam Hain is the original Halloween. That was the original festival. Or Samhain. That's the same difference between Merlin Emery and Merlin Emery. Merlin Emery is the Wizard of the Woods. Our modern day Gandalf the Grey is actually Merlin's replica. That's who I'm actually related to, is Merlin Emery or Merlin Emery. And yes, King Arthur was real. Merlin was real. All that is real. I don't care if they have no actual proof. I know it's real. It's in my family Bible. The Emery Bible has Merlin and King Arthur. So Spectre Whispers is having 3 conversations at once. I do that all the time. I go on live chats all the time, and I'm like, oh wait, there's another live chat that I have to talk to somebody. Hold on, still calling. I'm in Thailand. Jay, you're in Thailand. You're leaving? Okay, bye, Jaya. But I didn't know you were in Thailand. Think we tied on the mobile yet. Tie, so Dragon Ranger gets a bell too. Tied. Good question though. I like that question. We'll do. This is old school. So if you're a bit older, you'll probably know this one. Bye, Julie. Bye, Jaya. Ryan Donuts. Yeah, I'm a donut. That's for sure. Um, Next question. Here we go. Instead of candy, what did Charlie Brown get whilst trick or treating? A sandwich, a rock, nothing, a penny. What did Charlie Brown get when he was trick or treating instead of candy? A sandwich, a rock, nothing, or a penny? You got about a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. That's a fun question because I know. I already knew. Oh, I'm sure a lot of you actually should know this. You should know this. Did Charlie Brown, instead of for candy getting trick or treating, a sandwich, a rock, nothing, or a penny? I'll be right back. Before I go, I'm gonna put the battery in the freaking REM pod. Brand new 9-volt battery, never used, never even plugged into anything. Let's see if this little sucker will go off while I'm away. Perfect. Let's test. Perfect. I'll be right back. That's me. I'm stomping. That was me. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Later, Rosside, thank you for coming in. Definitely. I will come on your podcast and we will talk. Bye, Jaya. I'm 53. Dragon Ranger, you're young. You got a great beard, by the way. Yeah, Great Pumpkin is still down every year. Great Pumpkin is coming. Uh, so let's see the first person to answer. Did I go past it? Charlie Brown. Instead of candy, what Charlie Brown get while he was trick or treating? A sandwich, rock, nothing, or a penny? It was OG Sunshine, Dragon Ranger, and that's it. You guys win. REM pod's working. K2 working? Yeah. That was me too. So, you guys, oh, PNC, rock, you win. Charlie Brown special. If you're around me, can you make this go off? A little red light next to me. I don't think it's gonna happen. Next question. This is still Halloween history. The word witch comes from the Old English word weis, meaning what? Old, spooky, wise, or mean? Okay, so that's a great question. The word witch comes from what Old English word weis or weiss, meaning what? Old, spooky, wise, or mean? Now, a lot of you are probably going to guess the same one, but the word witch comes from the Old English word weiss or wis, meaning what? Old, spooky, wise, or mean? That's a cool question. I think that's why I like my trivia cards more than my, like, doing it on TV or whatever. Wayne Dawson, what's up? To be honest, I copied Dragon and Sunshine. Oh, PNC Paranormal, it's fine. You can copy answers. This isn't a real test. So, I'll read it again. The word witch, like a witch, Bob got his head shrunk from a witch, or, whatever. But Bob has a shrunken head because a witch, the word comes from Old English word weiss or weis, or meaning what? Old, spooky, wise, or mean. Now, whoever comes up with that gets the bell and a Bob Bop. Bob Bop. And yes, his head is made out of a sex whip. Ow. PNC cheater, like, copying people. Wise, but not sure because in German, Weissen is wild. Um, the word witch comes from Old English word weiss, meaning what? Old, spooky, wise, or mean. I'm going to give you another 10, 15 seconds here. Dragon Ranger's trying to say it's either old or wise, I think, but not sure. When when is a use? I can't even read it, Wayne Dawson. When is an unused wiener meaning sausage muncher? Okay, I'm just gonna give it. Dragon Ranger, you've won. It is wise. Not the meaning of wiener. Weiss. But Bob got his head shrunk by because of an old whip Weiss. That's just because of me. I'm just messing around with it. Weissenfeuer is German for a wildfire, anyway. I know a little bit of German. I can't say most of it because my friend Chesko has taught me it, and it's all just swears. Eins, nein. I do love Rammstein. Rammstein's a great band. We're switching back. We're going to horror movie trivia again. Okay, here we go. In Get Out, Missy Armitage uses what item to fixate a device induce people's hypnotism? A watch chain, a metronome, a teacup and a teaspoon, or a musical triangle? In Get Out, Missy Armitage uses what item to fixation device to induce hypnotism? A watch and a chain, metronome, a teacup and a teaspoon, or a musical triangle? Another good question. That's a good one. Yeah, I wouldn't know too much German Dragon Ranger. Is that true Dragon Ranger? I wouldn't have a clue. Medieval reenactment was a hobby, helps me learn tidbits like that. Exactly, man. My jobs over the years of doing electrical work, HVAC, and just carpentry. I know house noises. I know electrical systems. I know boilers. I know heating, air conditioning, ventilation. So when you have knocking, or could just be pipes, um, makes it a bit different going into a house. But on the other hand, I don't. I go into the woods. I go to abandoned places. Usually places don't have power. Uh, Old forts. I don't really go to the big places or houses. I've done one house, like actual residential. Somebody lived there, and I did it for her because she said that stuff was going on. And I just wanted to. I wasn't even gonna film it, but then I filmed some of it, and I did get some weird reactions. This is a very sensitive thing if you put it next to an outlet, but it didn't go off, which is weird. Usually, you could even put it to a light like that, and usually it does spike up with the needle, but you could even make it beep red. I've had that go off just walking around an abandoned house. High EMF uh, may cause more paranormal. Who knows? But the power was definitely still on in this abandoned house, just leaking through the house. So this went nuts. Up the stairs in the back room. Uh, Not to say it's always natural. If you're ever out in the woods and a K2 like that keeps going off, you may be getting natural EMF or a radio signal or something. I mean, okay, well that time this isn't me now. Can you stop that? One, two, three. Can you make it go off again? One, two, three. Maybe it was just me. But with certain equipment, you need to use it at your discretion. You need to actually use this stuff at your discretion, not just, oh, it's paranormal. It's, look, I just tapped the K2 and that went crazy because vibration through this. Or maybe I got too close. But it's easy to sell, like, look, that's just me. That's part of the problem with the different devices. things can be setting them off for no freaking reason. So makes everything harder for an actual paranormal investigator. Like, let's put it on a more solid spot. That's the most difficult sensitivity for it. See? So now I'm not gonna mess with it. Let's leave it at the hardest difficulty for it to go off. That way I won't shake and make it go off. See if it goes off. Same thing with this. I don't think that will go off. It's sitting next to a string of lights anyway. But the answer to this one is a teacup and a teaspoon. Let's see who got it. Teacup and a teaspoon. I forgot. In Get Out, Misery Armitage uses what item fixation of device to induce hypnotism? A chain and a watch, a metronome, teacup and a teaspoon, musical triangle. Who got it? Somebody tell me, because I. At this point, I kind of forgot about the questions. Metronome is gonna say watch, but sounds too predictable. PNC Paranormal, nice, lovely 420 Witch. I was an electrician's apprentice, so I learned the house noises. Yep. Dragon Ranger, I've been an electrician for years, HVAC, carpentry. A lot of what does go on is just natural. But yeah, that last question was a teacup and a teaspoon. You heard about the K2 and millimeter both going off in the woods. When I was in the Paranormal Monkey, so won't go over it again, but that has me verification on those. The thing is, this shouldn't. The K2 and other K2s like that really should not go off in the woods or an abandoned building with no power. It is just an electrical signal from an electrical device. If it does that, you have the beat of your. That's my cell phone's beat right now. That's the beat of my cell phone. It's pulsing like that because of my cell phone. 3 or 4 feet away, yeah, it doesn't go off. But if it starts to go off randomly and you're in the woods and you're far enough away and you're putting it down, not holding it, because holding it, okay, still far enough away, right? If you start to move or tap this or anything starts to happen and you're moving around enough, it will go off. So putting it in a spot and keeping it there is much better. Same thing with a REM pod. Make sure you don't have too much vibration or something like a blade of grass even. Bugs won't set off the REM pod. I've tried. I've actually literally seen a moth land on the REM pod wire and it didn't go off. A bigger bug might make the REM pod go off. That's just my guess. I don't know, but testing it. So you could give it a good wind, but strong wind makes it go off. Vibration, different. You have to, I don't know, play with it. You gotta play with it to figure it out. Go ahead and get dirty with all that, and for the you gotta play with it to figure it out. It's the same thing with almost all equipment. So when I first started electrical school, I did 3 years of electrical school and realized how much I should be getting paid instead of $10 or $12 an hour. After 3 years, I was still getting $12 an hour. Third year apprentice should be making like $25, $30 an hour. I mean, I was climbing telephone poles and hooking up houses to the transformer. I was making $12 an hour. I quit electrical right after that. Years of doing shit that you crawling through tunnels. I've been in sewer systems. I've been under buildings. I've been on top of buildings. I've done every type of electrical, HVAC, every job you can do. A lot of it is natural. Different buildings act different ways when they're left alone. Nature takes over. But then every once in a while, there is actual paranormal shit going on. It's very hard to even come on here and say you have paranormal proof. Okay, yes, you say it. That's fine. It's been over a year for me. I don't have thousands of subscribers. I don't have anything. I know I have actual evidence. It doesn't matter. Just because also you have to realize AI, the fake stuff, is way more interesting. It just is. It's That's how it is. Other people are more interesting than me, but I could still at least tell you guys my real stories. Just lurking PNC. His maxing out over millimeter. Millimeter are good. There are pieces of equipment I believe that can be manipulated by spirits. So Dragon Ranger, when you told that story on the podcast on Monkey Paranormal Podcast, you're not just going to say that, and then even go on to someone's thing and say that just to be like, oh, making something up. I have 100% belief in it's a lot of people, not just believers or UFO professionals or the military. I think the smaller part, the bigger part, really the bigger part, people don't talk about this. They don't come out and say, well, I sound crazy, but listen to this, and this one time, and that time, and we're all very nervous about our self perception and trying to be cool. I don't give a shit if I'm cool. I don't care if you care. Like, I'm sorry. That's rude, but what I tell you, or when I come up and go on a live and start telling these stories, I'm just saying what I've experienced. It's not, I believe 100% all the time that this shit has, like, always paranormal and there's UFOs everywhere. But nowadays, you get maybe 10%. 10% is actually paranormal or stuff happening. The rest is people trying to make it or get something out of it. I don't care if I get anything out of this. I get friends. You guys are awesome. The best communities are actually debunkers and people talking about these subjects, or people talking about new animals discovered, or skateboarding, just anything that has to do with weird and unusual. People are so skeptical, which is fine. A lot of people haven't had experiences. There's a saying, 95% of people have never known someone that has been murdered. That doesn't mean that there's people that don't know that people have been murdered. That was probably their friends. Happens all the time. Uh, so those are just stories forgotten and left behind. Why are we leaving so much behind that people just don't talk about? There's fairy folk, there's cryptids, there's fucking UFOs, there's ghosts, there's more. There's even weirder. I mean, people fell in love with that show, Stranger Things. The Upside Down, more than likely a real thing. We don't even know if we're in a simulation. I don't really believe that. We're not. I don't know. Flat Earth is ridiculous. Birds aren't real. I own birds. Oh, they're real and they poop. Yeah, see, try and debunk, look for natural reasons. Right, but you can't explain a lot of things. There's things happening that we can't explain. Off this coast, the Philadelphia experiment. Nikola Tesla lent the military one of his machines that they thought maybe turned them invisible. It didn't. It melted a bunch of guys into a ship, and that was called the fucking Philadelphia experiment. Not a good idea. He said he doesn't know what's going to happen. Don't do that. You went a little too far, guys. And it went from Philadelphia to Virginia coast, back, time traveled, guys got melted into the ship. Look up the Philadelphia experiment. That's a real thing. The other part of all of this is there's a lot of truth to the weird and paranormal. It's not just like, oh, well, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, maybe it's just. No. There are stories. There are things that happen all the time across the world. Love the paranormal and what we do. Love hearing stories and history. PNC, that's pretty much why I like to go to old places or historically, locally, or just wherever I find a paranormal story. Go there. Check it out. Why the hell not? If something happens, then oh my god, geez, that's weird. Doesn't always have to be so black and white where everybody's like, oh, I'm trying to fake and make money. The fucking money part, who the. I mean, the stuff going on now is ridiculous. Toxicity. Please stop saying that. We're going in for a new question. This one is a killer's. My favorite killer? Dahmer? Here we go. Which one of these murderous women is not a serial killer? Kristen Gilbert, Dorothea Punnett, Yolanda Salvador, Amelia Dyer. I would not have known this if. There's no way I would know this question. I don't even know if you guys are even going to answer. But. Crazy serial killer. Which one of these murderous women is not a serial killer? Kristen Gilbert, Dorothea Ponte, Yolanda Salvador, Amelia Dyer. I said I was going to do all three. So, killer's history, horror movie history, and Halloween history. It might be too much. Wayne Dawson, Claire PC, have you ever investigated in Leeds? So I've heard of Leeds. I just heard about Pluckley or Pluckla. the Screaming Woods, and there's supposedly 12 ghosts. The people over in the UK would probably know. Pluckley is one of the most haunted towns over there with the Screaming Woods or the Devil's Woods, and I'm not exactly sure what all that is about, but I've only seen one video on it, and they were at the Screaming Woods, and they said the town has 12 ghosts. Dragon Ranger, yeah, they have military to do something like that. They cover the Philadelphia experiment for years. I mean, MK Ultra, Project Blue Book, Philadelphia experiment. There's more. I shouldn't even be saying those words. Men in Black, don't come at me. I didn't mean it. Steak and kidney pudding. Oh, I don't know. I don't really like steak and kidney pudding. PNC. Darling Wayne. No, but not yet, though. Are thinking of traveling, getting a van, and turning it into a camping van. Good idea. Get to the woods and do some paranormal investigating. It is the creepiest thing you can do. The woods is 100 the only scariest thing left. And then if you find abandoned places out in the woods, that's what I'm talking about. You'd like to check out Chillingham Castle. Chillingham Castle, I know that. I've definitely heard Chillingham Castle. It's good to see my REM pod hasn't gone off, or my K2, or that K2. REM pod's working properly. A ding a bell. We're doing 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna stop the music, and we're gonna do Spirit Box. The only thing that can come out of Spirit Box to impress me is going to be my name. I'm not even gonna say my name. A lot of you might know my name. I'm not gonna say my name. But if you're around, let's pause this. This is it. For the last 5 minutes. Questions are going away. One last bell ring for all the people that came in. Thank you. I'm going to put it on AM station.
Scanning FM. Scanning AM.
I'm not going to say anything. What? Didn't something. Only one thing. Say my name. It said Jim. That ain't my name. It just said, hi, Spook. That's interesting. Hi, Spook. Said Spook again. Well, that's just interesting. Can you say a name? What's my name? Okay, well, interesting. Probably just radio stations, but did sound like, hey, Spook. All right, interesting. I wish it said my name. I've had that happen before. I was doing a live actually, and I said, "Can you say your name or can you say my name?" And it said, "Hey, Ryan." I'm on an AM station. I only use the AM station. It shouldn't, but is it possible that somebody named Ryan was on an AM station and that just happened? Possibly. Maybe I'm fucking lucky as shit, but it did sound like, hey, Spook. Then it said, yeah, Wayne Dawson, it did kind of sound like it said my name after I said, can you say my name? Interesting. All right, well, that's just another thing that pareidolia, or I don't know. That's not, because that's just radio stations. I can literally put on a radio station on here and listen to music. FM stations aren't going. I mean, that's why I use AM station. But watch FM. Let's listen to some radio.
Scanning FM.
Dude, it's a radio. It's nothing. It's not even special. I don't think anyone's really done that with the freaking S box. You jazz musician? Would you like come down to the mall and play some jazz for us? so, so when somebody's doing a spirit box like this, and then they're doing FM station, let's do FM. All right, let's even speed it up. Full speed FM. Hello. Hello. Oh, I'm getting copyrighted. There's so many words. Hello. Oh, what's up? Hey, 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 buddy. What's going on? Hey, hey. AM.
Scanning. AM.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Can you say my name back to me? Speak. Speak. Alright, well, you get the difference. But, anyway, I'm gonna get off here.
You don't have to.
I don't have to, the wife says. This I can't even make go off. It doesn't do anything unless you touch an outlet. Even then, it's not going off. So, when this does go off, you have extremely high EMF. Baby Yoda's alive! I knew it. But, just showing the difference between AM and FM on the Spirit Radio is a huge difference. When I was doing a live a few years ago, asked this Spirit Box, this same Spirit Box, can you tell me your name or say my name back? And not even 10 seconds later, it says, "Hi, Ryan." The coincidence? Is it a coincidence or is it? That's beyond me. I'm just saying that that's something that has happened to me that was impressive. 100% paranormal? No, but just another one of the things that is impressive. Yeah, I'd love to meet a lot of you, but I don't have the money to travel. Wait, what? I didn't. What? It just made me delete that. I'm sorry, Dragon Ranger. That did not. And now I can't undo it. I'm sorry. I was just looking at your message and it. But what I just said, Vlad possessed Grogu. Yes, Vlad possessed this little doll here. Do something you. Fun anyway, though I have fun with all this stuff. Talking about this is probably one of my favorite things to do. Very sorry I deleted a message. Didn't mean to do that. Same here, Dragon Ranger. Money, money, and the main factor of life. While rich get rich and the poor get poor. Yep. You get used to it. You really don't need money to do this. Good night, Spectral. Oh wait. I did not mean to delete that. I was just reading it and oh, you're not leaving. Okay, good. Wayne Dawson. Hi, Sunshine. I I'm not very good at even reading the chat. Never mind. I didn't realize if I hold somebody a little bit or try and touch it and read it, I can do a bunch of things. That obviously I know how to make moderators, but that's about it. So, if you have any scary stories or paranormal, put them in here. Just leave a short one. I'm going to be ending anyway in a few minutes. Everyone that played and came in, thank you so much. This hasn't gone off once. This hasn't gone off. This almost never goes off. The flashlight test didn't work. I'm going to have to try an actual live investigation again at a battlefield. Now, I know my REM pod's working perfect. This is working. That's working. That's working. No matter what, if it goes off, it could be natural or once in a while, like, hey, I have a little red light next to me. Could you set this off? How about count of three, make this little red light next to me go off. 1, 2, 3. It's a ghost. Alright. I think I'm gonna get off here. I had a lot of fun. Thank you all for coming in, doing trivia, and really it wasn't. It was just me talking. But I have fun doing this. Check out all these other channels. I'll be back with more. I'll be back with another investigation. Maybe live, maybe not. I don't know yet. Maybe we'll try some new things. I'm going to keep the bell. We'll see if that ever actually goes off on an investigation. I don't think it ever will, but who knows? We'll see. Peace out, you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for coming.